It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Browns 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. An extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. That's what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's taken
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A first down carry for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Jones going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nick Chubb.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
Mayfield.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 17.
From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got him. 19 right. 57.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 16, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones flushed out right. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout taken.
Myles Garrett.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A 33-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Browns first down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
And again, it's Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. This is brought in by Gibson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Chubb. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
2 yards on the play.
They run. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards. First down, Browns.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Browns 17. Giants 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, the 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
I don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
37-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Looking long for Westbrook. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Browns 24. Giants.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Mayfield now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Now Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, the Cleveland ball carrier.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Good.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Giants, 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why? And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
57 to Mike. 57 to
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Jones now throwing on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret